Hi there. You clicked on this video and it said overnight success, overnight manifestation. You're absolutely at the right place. Hello, my beautiful souls. I am Shivalika and I welcome you to another manifestation experience with me. Because the only goal on this table, in this space between you and me, is to make sure that your desire gets to see the reality, because every desire is that important. All right. So today we're going to look at something very, very cool and very, very interesting, and it's called SATS. Now, before I actually tell you the full form of this word, let me tell you why this is so powerful. First of all, this concept is developed by the Neville Goddard. I mean, he is the father of manifestation. He has created beautiful and brilliant concepts, and believe me, it has actually helped the lives of several people, and you and I are going to be one of them. Of course, that's the goal, right? Before I go deeper into SATS, there is something very important I want to tell you, and this is really, really important, and you should literally lock this down in your head right now. Before you enter into any method, there is a little bit of preparation that has to be done in advance so that you are ahead, so that you can take that manifestation and utilize it to the fullest. So what sort of preparation? Let me give you an example. If you go to an exam, all right, one night before, do you remember, you used to pack your bags, you used to put your stationery in the right place, the pencil, the pen, the eraser, the scale, and then you used to go to the exam room and then begin writing your exams, and now you have all the tools, therefore you're ready. Now imagine if you arrived at the exam room and you did not have your stationery. There you go. So now you're left with nothing, which is why preparation, even before SATS, is very, very important. What kind of preparation am I talking about? Let me tell you. You have a dream, you have a manifestation, you have a desire. So what you're going to do is, throughout the day, get a fixed scene of your dream, your manifestation, or your desire, and assume it from its absolute end state. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I want $1,000, right? So what's going to be the end state of my $1,000? It would be, hi mom, hi dad, I've just got $1,000 in my account. I want to take you out for dinner, right? Or you would text your friend that, you know what, I have extra cash. Let me take you out for a movie. So what is the end state of your desire? Let's give another example here. Let's say you're manifesting your special person. What would be the end state of you and your special person? Possibly a goodbye kiss, possibly going out for a date, dressing up to meet your person, saying thank you, I had a wonderful time with you tonight, right? So the end state is the final, the climax state, and it has to be a very nice, short, easy moment between you and your desire that you can replay. That's all the preparation throughout the day that you need to do before you enter into SATS. Because if you enter into SATS and start building a frame, a story, an experience, then it's going to take that much time to move forward. So a good idea here is to be prepared in advance so that you can use that state while you're in SATS. What is SATS? SATS is state akin to sleep. State akin / similar to sleep. This is that moment where you are just about to go to sleep. So what do people do before they're about to go to sleep? They binge, they watch, they eat, but you are going to put yourself in a state where you are becoming one with yourself and you are ready to go and sleep. And it is in this state, because you have prepared in advance throughout the day, you are now going to replay that scenario. Think of it that you've just put the Netflix or Prime or whatever it is that you watch, and you are the star of that movie and you are watching yourself. So basically, you are binge watching yourself before you go to sleep. And what's going to happen is, as soon as you reach into the sleep state, that is going to replay, reprogram itself overnight, so that the next morning when you wake up, that has become absolutely concrete, hard, and cemented. This is actually what the method asks you to do. And if you do it exactly this way and have fun with it, You're going to be the star every night before you go to sleep. You are going to be the star and celebrity while you're sleeping, and you wake up the next day morning, you're going to wake up as a star, as a celebrity, as the person who's the main character in your life. And not only that, the true purpose, you see your manifestations come into real life much, much faster. So that is what SATS, state akin to sleep, is, and you should definitely prepare in advance that you can make absolute use of this. I want to quickly give you some cool tips here so that you know more about SATS. It will possibly align you more with what you're doing. We're actually here talking about states, waves, frequency. There's a science behind it. So now I'm talking manifestation in terms with science and a little bit of spirituality, right? So the science of it is that we have different states, different waves, and different frequencies. They are in this order. We have gamma, we have beta, we have alpha, we have theta, and then we have delta. Delta is where you've gone asleep, and when you've done your SATS, SATS takes care of delta right here, all right? All other states are varying states of you being active. Like gamma, for instance, is where you're absolutely concentrated, you are hyperactive. Obviously, you cannot manifest in that. Then you've got beta. Beta is where, you're doing your office tasks, you're doing your daily job. You cannot manifest because your mind is now caught up between two things. Then you've got alpha. Alpha is kind of relaxed. It's like light reading. It's like daydreaming. It's like watching a movie. While you watch a movie, you suddenly go like, what if I had that person? Oh my God, what if I had that bike? What if I had that car? See, these are moments where our manifestation, where our desires are first finding a place for themselves. And then you've got theta. Theta is drowsiness before going to sleep. This is the state where SATS is supposed to be used the most until you arrive at delta, where you go to sleep, and like I said before, you get to become the star of your desire. So go ahead, use SATS freely, use it abundantly, prepare in advance because you want to see success. You do not want to be that kid who's asking others for that pen, pencil, and stationery, right? I will see you in your next video. Till then, happy manifesting.